Hi everyone, Aiden here with eTrailer. Today we're taking a look at the Ignik Seat Heater XL. This is going to be the larger version that has a fold in the pad, so it'll heat up the seat of your chair, whether you're camping, hunting, at a tailgate, and go up the back of the chair as well to provide some radiant heat. You can plug it into a power bank or a power station through the provided cords, and it heats up pretty quick. Let's check it out. You can plug it in using the included 5.5mm barrel connector, or use the included adapter to plug it into a USB-C outlet. So if your power bank has this, you can use it, or you can plug into the USB-C. That's a little bit more common. And then on your remote here, you can press and hold the button on the plus side to turn it on. It's got an LED that'll let you know when it's turned on. It's pretty dim, so it's hard to see it in the sun here. But then you can use the plus or the minus buttons to adjust the power level in increments of 10, all the way from 10% to 100%. I'm going to crank it up to 100% here, and then go ahead and take a seat. Everything heats up pretty quickly here, and as I'm sitting in it, I definitely feel it starting to heat up. And the more I talk, the more it heats. So overall, I'd say it's performing pretty well. It's definitely not a super powerful heat source. It's definitely one of those ones that's more of a supplemental heat source. So if you're out in some really cold weather, chances are you're probably bundled up. Maybe you have a blanket if you're at the campsite, some hand warmers if you're at a tailgate. But this is going to really be helpful for the seat and making sure that that heat stays trapped underneath you. So this is a pretty large power bank from Goal Zero, but I have a pretty small one that I use to charge my phone if I'm ever out away from the house. And I wanted to see if it would work with that too. So I'll plug it in, press and hold the button to turn it on. And there we go. Everything's powered on and working just fine, even off of the smaller battery pack. So this one obviously has the back piece. Overall length is going to be 34 inches long and 12 inches wide. Now, if you're using it like this, obviously you want to have a back to your seat. Or you can just lay it out flat like this and maybe sit side by side with a friend. If you do not have a friend to sit with, you can get just the single pad that's going to be 17 inches wide and 12 inches long. So that one is going to be good for a single person. If you've got some stadium seating, or maybe you've got a stool where you're hunting, that's going to be a bit better just for one person. The point of connection at the actual seat heater does have a tab you can press down and unplug from, so you can store the cord separately whenever you're transporting it, all off on its own like that. And then this can be folded up and away on its own, so it's easy to transport too. Now, bending this, folding it, rolling it isn't going to damage anything inside, so those internals are going to be nice and safe, so it's easy to pack away. You don't have to worry about it breaking. The cord is 4.5 feet long, so perfectly fine to reach from our chair down to the battery bank wherever we want to put it. We don't have to have it right next to the heating pad, so it does get a good amount of reach. And if you want to, there is a car adapter sold separately. So if you wanted to use this in your car and you maybe needed to reach the 12-volt outlet, you could use that and get a good reach on it. There's a 90-minute auto shutoff feature for it, so if you are running it off a smaller power bank like this, it will help conserve your battery a bit. Just be mindful of it if you do plan on using it for longer periods of time, that there is that auto shutoff and you may have to turn it back on if you want it on beyond that. The outer sleeve here is a 100% recycled polyester material. And then inside it's got a durable foam padding that's about 1/2 inch thick. The foam padding is fairly comfortable, and I don't notice it too much when I'm sitting in the camp chair. I'd say it's a pretty comfortable camp chair. So for me, it doesn't take away from any of the comfort, but I can see it maybe on some stadium seating. If you're sitting in bleachers, this would be a nice thing to have because it does add a bit of padding to that hard metal seating in addition to providing heat. And personally, I think it does exactly what it says it's going to do. It's going to keep your seat nice and warm for you and provide some nice radiant heat. It's very quick to heat up, which I like, so I can use it kind of on the fly if I find out that I need it last minute. It's ready to go. It's going to be easy to plug into, just a power source that I already have on me when I am traveling, or I can get a dedicated larger one for a camping setup or a tailgate. and it's going to be plenty durable, so I can bend it, twist it, pack it up however it needs to fit, and I don't have to worry about any of those internals breaking or busting. I think it's a really nice addition to have for your tailgating setup or for the campsite, and it's going to last you a long time. Thanks for watching.